Welcome with live Kane's Corner. Just do a little impromptu show, I guess. I know Freddy Lynn is going live with his show. He's got a new show out. I was kind of shocked to see him put it on Kirk's network. Freddy, you disloyal asshole. Jesus, Freddy. Jesus. The only reason anybody on the show even knows who you are is because of that top 50 list, Freddy. Manners gave you your start. You should have put the show on his network. Just pretty disappointing from Freddy. I'm pretty shocked. So I figured I'd go on and, I don't know, whatever. He's got Cinema Ones on tonight. He's got John and Warren. I'm sure it'll be great. It's a fireside chat. I guess it's a throwback to FDR or something. There's no fire. I have a weird name. But I'm always shocked by these guys that when they do these types of things. Why are you going on that network, Freddie? Put it with Menners. That's a network that people want to hear from, right? That's the one that mostly gets talked about on the show, Freddie. But for some reason, you still haven't fucking understood this point about any of what you do. Menners is the one who's got you any views of anything. It's Menners. It's his fucking network that's done it. And you don't want to go on and put your show on there. I don't understand these guys. It is crazy to me that he still has not learned his fucking lesson. He gets on my fucking nerves. I mean, me and him together are actually really good. But he's just a fucking dummy. Going on that shitty network with John, nobody gives a fuck about. And then he goes back on. He's got guys on there again. The problem is those, maybe not cinema lords, but John has maybe a little problem with going on Menner's network. He's been on a few times, but he's, he gets a little nervous if it's a show doesn't exactly fit him, and it's disappointing. Disappointing, Freddie. I don't even care. I'm not going on your fucking show. Don't even ask me. I just find it to be very disloyal. Menners works. He does a lot of fucking work. Cares about the people on his network. The network needs as many shows as it can get. They got enough shows over there, right, Freddie? You can be the premier show here. You got a shot to do it. You got the Aussie Minifan show. You got 3 Up, 3 Down, Kane's Corner, and then we could have had your fireside show. I mean, we got something rolling. Instead, now it's going to be you and Timeout Talks. Freddie, that's your fucking lot in life. Is to be the main guy on the KMS network that nobody gives a fuck about. To be quite honest, just very disappointing. Freddie Lynn's the kind of guy that I can't wrap my fucking arms around. I can't do it. I like him on my show, but I can't wrap my arms completely around him because he's a GVE guy first. I thought he'd put the show on this network. Of course, he's not going to. So, I don't know, Freddie. I cannot believe that you've gone this route, but he is a fucking idiot. What else can you say about the guy? He's partnered up with, people like Ted Sarandis is probably telling him, go on the KMS network. Whatever. Fuck you. Big news today. Mick breaking a huge story. The Bruins coach, Montgomery, fired. Mick comes out with it, but now as I've been seeing some actual little chatter over Twitter. Maybe Mike Granelli had it a week ago. I was going to throw a little wrench into the situation. But Mick with a big breaking story. I can only imagine where he's gotten this story from. Could it be, he has somebody on the inside that he's sleeping with, giving him some secret information about the coach being fired? I can't imagine where that information could have came from. Great job by Mick. What a absolute just a crazy pull out of nowhere. I didn't see that coming. Now we'll see. He's been asking for trying to get fuck's up my microphone. Hold on. There we go. Trying to get credit from the Spit and Chicklets. They won't give him the credit. I saw a lot of Kirk posting stuff about other people that haven't given him credit. I doubt he'll get the credit, but if Granelli did talk about this a week ago, it'd be interesting to hear the back and forth on who actually broke the story. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to give it to Mick. Just an unbelievable pull. Great job, Mick. I don't know where you possibly could have got that information from, but I would definitely love to know. I doubt you'll tell us. Keep your sources secret. That's what somebody that's tapped into the Bruins organization would do. You don't want to give away your sources. So I'm hoping you're going to get the full credit for this, Mick. I just don't think so. You know how it goes. You don't got enough big enough following maybe to get the credit. But obviously, Spittin' Chicklets didn't give you the retweet, but I guess they're gonna stick to their pick that they've taken, who they think broke the story, which was Granelli's. So, interesting day, Mick. You got big feud with Justin. I saw some people saying Justin had a bad day, but this could change things around. If all of a sudden that Granelli gets the credit for breaking the story first. Justin still doesn't have to feel so bad. But if Mick does get the credit for breaking the story, which it seems like he may, I don't know. I'm sorry. Bad day for Justin in that situation. Interesting pull. Great job, Mick. So I thought good show appearance. It's not easy going in there. I know it seems some of these guys make it look very easy. Mike Montante, Mix of the World, Blind Mike. These guys, they make it seem very easy, but we go in there and you have to perform. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. So I thought this time, finally, I was able to go in with no nerves, not feel any kind of tension at all going in. I felt solid going in. I had a little bit of a, some kind of a, little twist to go in with that terrible appearance at the movie. I'm sorry, his show production there. So I had something to talk about at least going in, and I definitely brought some good notes. I felt like it's not natural to me to be going in at all ever without even, with no talent, no nothing, to even have ever gone in once to me was, I never thought I'd even make it onto Mike and the Minifans, to be quite honest. So for me, this is a huge moment for me to be able to go in there and actually have some kind of cohesion with the people, feel comfortable. And I felt very, I hate to say this, but kind of accomplished. Like I felt really good about it coming out of the show. Obviously, stuff ensues and it's the most reaction I've ever got from anything I've ever done, ever. Good and bad. A lot of good reaction from people reaching out and saying, great job. They love the show. But the show is probably pretty entertaining. I'm not going to go back and I'm not going to listen to it again. But, I'm dumb. So, I'm going to think about things that I said and be like, you really can't, make a book. You should write it. Obviously, supposedly points that out. And it's those kind of things you think about after, I guess. But it's not natural to me to be on air and to be able to go in there and try to, fit in and be part of it. So very exciting for me to come out of there and feel that good about an episode. Even Kirk said he finally, at least said it was decent, for me, that's a huge, for me, that's a huge accomplishment. But not everything is exactly how it's going to seem, right? No matter what happens with me, no matter what the fuck I do, it does not fucking matter. It's never going to be a clean episode. I can never just have a clean fucking performance without some kind of fucking controversy or somebody's upset or some fucking bullshit, right? It's just how it is. I really am trying to put all this together with this Pat Ford situation, okay? I don't want to go down a road that I can't go back. The fact is, Pat, and I fucking mean this honestly, it's a fucking comedy podcast, Pat. It's comedy, right? Nothing is really to think that I really had information from somebody about your family is idiotic. You're a dummy. You're a fucking idiot. Of course not, Pat. Do you think Don the jeweler talked to your wife? I don't think so, Pat. Right? Okay. So then I get attacked. If I could tell you how many people actually reached out to me and said, this guy's out of his fucking mind, he's overreacting, a lot, Pat. A lot. And I understand where you're coming from, and I get it. But a lot of people did reach out saying how much you overreacted. People you probably don't even would not believe if I told you. And then I get hit by somebody on Twitter that I guess is his wife. I'm not going to respond to that stuff, Pat. It was just a joke. Shit, man. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with these fucking people? If you're that fucking sensitive, Pat, no problem. Just don't fucking talk to me. No big deal. And if you're really mad at me, maybe you should fucking be mad at the people on the show, too, because they were fucking laughing, too. It obviously was a joke. I don't know. I took it kind of very personal. Not that, maybe I shouldn't, but he was so upset about it. I didn't even know how to actually handle it. It's unbelievable to me that, hey, Manners, how you doing? That we have people that have been on this fucking show, have gone on the show, and still don't understand the show. You want to call me out for the things I've done? Fine. I got to tell you, Pat, I'm not going to back down from it. It's just that I don't want to engage in people's families when they reach out to me. Is it a joke? I don't know. He doesn't seem like he's joking. If you're really upset about it, that's fine. But I just found it to be I just can't get a fucking clean performance, Manners. I just can't do it. No matter what I do, I can't get it to be clean.
Do not let these social media seagulls in your head, as Steve would say. Fuck Pat. Fuck all those sensitive assholes. You were fed some information, whether it was true or not. Who knows? You didn't actually say anything personal about.
I agree.
Pat's wife. You dox her. You just said she's not. Obviously someone was trying to set you up to stir shit.
Definitely.
And we don't know if the rumors are true or not about Pat's wife, but let's just steady on. Pat was looking for a reason to go at you. We know he's got his own problems. He probably hadn't taken his.
I think he got caught with his pants down. To be honest, Pat, I'm gonna be honest with this right here, right now. I remember shit. I just do. I remember my first appearance going on that show, and you put your fucking foot in my fucking head and push it into the fucking ground. And I don't forget that, Pat. When I remembered in my head, when I get a chance to do something to get you back, I'm going to do it. I'm here, Pat. I'm not like these guys think they look at us like they're above us, like they're not the same as us. You're not. You're no fucking different. We're all the fucking same. We're here trying to.
Don't let him get into it. Don't let him.
It drives me nuts.
You gotta laugh it off. You gotta laugh it off. All
right, I'm gonna try to.
You had a great appearance. You had a great appearance. They're all trying to rattle you. Don and all those idiots, they're trying to rattle you. They're trying to rattle me, sending out fake screenshots, fake DMs. They don't want to see us happy. They don't want us to see us succeed. Everyone knows that was a fantastic performance on the main show. A couple of little areas where but just a fantastic performance. Pat Ford is going to be in there. You actually set him up perfectly now because he can go in there on Wednesday and he can clear the rumors. I'm sure his wife hates Kirk, like for sure, 100%. Because you see these little clips of Kirk being an asshole, and you think that's what he's like. He's not.
I just think there's something there. The way he acted, I couldn't believe it. And then whenever his wife responded, I couldn't I was just like, oh my God. Well, first of all, I didn't know she was listening. If I honestly knew she was on Twitter, I wouldn't even I probably would avoid the whole thing to begin with. Possibly, maybe not. But whenever I got that, I was just like, what the fuck is going on? There must be some behind his wife.
That's not his wife.
You don't think so?
Absolute no chance that is his wife.
Well, that's even crazier. Chance. That's even fucking more nuts if it isn't. If he's fucking making secondary accounts to attack, and he's like talking about exposing my social security numbers. Like this guy he's a little crafty. So I don't want to be on his bad side, but what a for somebody honestly that is really, I know what you're saying. Don't want to get in your head. I'm trying not to, but for somebody that really knows the show as well as he does, the one who actually sat there and laughed.
His wife is, look, if his wife's married him, she's probably fucking lunatic. Let's be honest. I mean, let's just fucking, let's just lay it out there. I mean, Pat's a fucking self-confessed fucking crazy person. And crazy people stick together. So I'm glad he's found someone that are in the same page, but let's not get all sanctimonious about a couple of comments made on the show. As I said, no one was doxxed. It's not like you went in and said a name, said where she works, said all sorts of personal information.
Nothing.
I've heard the same rumors about Pat's wife. Whether they're true or not, I don't know. Yep. I don't care even. But I think a lot of partners would look at the Kirk Minahan world with some skepticism because they only see little bits of it and think we're all crazy. So yeah, I'm a Kane guy. I mean, don't let him get to you.
Of course, I'm sure he was like, upset when the nipples and Alba stuff came up, right? He didn't have any part in that, laughing that off, right? He was all sanctimonious then too. And he said to me, like, it's not my family. I don't give a fuck. What's the difference, Pat? Just because it's you.
This is Pat. You think this is Pat Ford's wife, Elsa?
I don't know.
Like, give me a fucking break. I mean, you think he can marry? Since she's 29. I mean, how dumb are you, fucking idiots? How dumb are you, fucking morons?
I'll take another chin.
This woman would let Pat put his penis inside her. Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
What's your take on Freddy Lynn not coming to the fucking network either? You think it's a fucking you've given this guy a voice. The only time they ever knew about him on the fucking main show was because of that top 50 list, which you gave him so much promotion, so much praise, along with other people. And what does he do? The first chance he gets, he goes back to the network where John, his show is so gone, it's done, and he doesn't want to come here and build here. The best shows are here. Why do you want to go there, Freddie? Why? No, doesn't that bother you?
No, not at all. Honestly, not at all. Because this network is the only relevant network. I mean, what show got talked about on the main show? Oh, it was the program that was on this network. So, Freddie, go to the other network. It's fine. I'm actually glad he's doing a show. And in the end, you've said it. It doesn't really matter what network you're on anymore. People jump between networks. Mm-hmm. I like Freddie. As I said, I'm glad he's doing a show because there's not much around to watch at the moment. Mike and the Minifans is a disaster. All the other shows have dropped off. So yeah, we'll see. It's on now, the Fireside Chat, so we can watch it later on.
I'm not watching that. I want to get to the bottom on all you hear. It's good. Is the Biodude thing he said to me that he got bumped off or anything? You want to confirm anything with him, or is he not coming on or?
Biodude is a fucking freak show. He's not been bumped off. He's not been bumped off. He said to me, he's not coming in because I shared some DMs. Because this is I hate this sort of, and you can all write this down. Fucking write this down. I hate people that are one way in DMs and the other way on it online.
The worst.
Like, just be the same. Like, I will call you a dickhead on air and I will call you dickhead in DMs. Like, if you want that, I will give it to you. But so in the DMs, well, I'm not going to share it again, but it was I've been messaging Biodude since the end of October, never replied. Then he replies, "Oh, thank you so much, blah, 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 blah." And then goes on Twitter to be a tough guy. "Oh, dealing with manners has been so hard." So fuck him. And then he says he's not coming in because I shared a DM. So fuck him. But he hasn't been bumped. Steve from Gloucester is going in on the 26th. I don't know if they're going to have anyone else in there. I know Biodude said he's going to take a stack of mushrooms. So I think actually he should still go in and he should just crawl around the floor tripping out on his mushrooms and let Steve and probably going to be Blind Michael Mutt do the show, but he can also get on mic at some point. I would never bump him, but come on. I mean, he's going to be average at best, Biodude. Average at best.
Yeah, and I think he's also, I've dealt with you now for a while. It just doesn't sound, I'm like, it's not, there's no way that the way he's saying it's happening is it happening. No chance. And I know I see these guys, even Montante is like, get him on. Why don't you fucking talk to him, Montante? Why don't you fucking help out?
I got Montante, someone to I got Montante to reach out to him and say, check your fucking DMs. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I had to just mostly it was about this Pat thing, just in general. I thought again, you're trying to have these appearances on the show. These guys, I know that some people it's very easy. I get it, but if you can put out a good show, and he just had, again, just get involved, put himself out there, pretend like he's actually upset. There's no fucking way you're upset. And the people that are actually going along with this, the Mikey grab bags of the world, you guys, it's like you've never listened to the fucking show. It's a comedy show, Mikey. Fucking, you know what I mean? What don't you understand about this? And I'll say, like, I was shocked. Like, somebody like Fax kind of shocked me. Like, I thought he did very well. And he's not like I thought he was. He's kind of turning that corner where he's not that sensitive. Goes in, he busts ass. He just understands the show more than these guys do, I think. I don't know.
Pat, there's no way this is your wife. Pat, you're watching. There's no way this is your wife. Absolutely no way. How dumb do you think we are? You fucking idiot. Jesus Christ. And 29. Bullshit. Absolute horse shit.
Yeah, I just was.
And Don the Jeweler having just an absolute shocker, struggling for relevancy, that faceless fucking asshole, sending out fake DMs, sending out fake images. I mean, Don, he just cannot handle being a little bit irrelevant for a little while. He has to wave his arms around.
Yeah, help it.
Should be Don the fucking wanker. That's what I think. Don the fucking wanker.
I mean, he's an absolute fucking piece of shit, isn't he? I can't understand him either. He goes back and forth.
He's a fucking coward. No, Kane, he's a fucking coward. That's the worst. He's a yellow.
He's a bitch.
He would have, no doubt, he went in there and he voted for Kamala Harris. He like 10 times. He probably wrote 10 votes because he's fucking chicken shit. Just a big yellow loser. Show your face. Come on a show, Don. But you can't back it up because
he called the last call he had was terrible. He's like, I'm in your head, man. That's all you got, Don. You stuck. You stunk.
Yeah.
You think it's easy? That's not a show, Don.
Ranting and raving about him is not doing any good for my argument that is not in my head. But
no, I know, but I know what you mean. Not in your head. He's a coward. That's why he's never going to be Minute Fan of the Year or those kind of things, because he never goes on screen. He's not willing to put himself out there, and actually, he has this little bag of tricks on the internet. But when you come on shows, you got to be able to speak into a microphone, which I know there's no chance he can fucking do. So I don't know.
Chicken shit, yellow. Yeah. Little loser. And the funny thing is him going on that, people weren't letting him go into the studio. I would get Don in. I would cancel someone to get Don in. Like, let's unveil Don. But will he go in with a mask on? Will he put the photo of Johnny Depp in front of his face for the whole show? I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, he spreads information around that he doesn't own it. He's obviously behind everything. He's in everybody, and he's trying to worm everything. He's Ziggy, right? That's the feeling I get from him. He's just a minor league Ziggy. That he's just
Don. I will book you in, you pussy. You're saying in the DMs, no, you wouldn't. I would book you in, you fucking maggot.
Yeah, Don behind the scenes in the DMs is different than on here too. He's a fucking Mr. Nice Guy in the DMs, and he comes on here and he acts all tough again. He's another one of those. I am who I am all the way around. You're not, Don. You're a coward. So, but Pat's a fucking pussy too. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, he acted like such a fucking bitch. I couldn't believe it. I really could not believe it.
He's a bitch. He's a bitch. His wife. Anyway, you can fill in the rest.
Well, I'm not going to go there.
Let's just no, fuck him. I mean, you can't be the sort of shit stirrer he is. He goes in, tries to wreck my network, Pat Ford. Going on about DMs, and then you get all upset when some shit comes back at you. I mean, fucking dipshit. That's all I can say. It's fucking dipshit.
I will say, I'm not going to spread any DMs or anything, but I don't think, even maybe people as close as his partner might have not even thought, what I said was even anything, because a lot of people were like, what happened? They didn't even know what happened. This guy took it so personal.
Johnny Warren reached out to me and was like, please explain. I don't get why Pat's so upset.
Exactly. I just don't get it. Don't get it. So I don't know. I was, listen, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I know he's going to go in tomorrow, and this is what will happen tomorrow. He's going to blame me instead of blaming the people also on the show that was sitting there having a fucking laugh too. So they're just as to blame. is anything, right? They could have said right there, "Hey, Kane, what the
he's
fuck?"
not going to blame his fucking friends who've been spreading this fake information. I mean, the Drip Lord, he's happy he got some attention. He's happy, he got a little bit of love, and he's going to blame it on you when nothing actually happened.
Yeah, I just, I don't want to beat it into beat it into the ground. I just had to get it out there. I could not believe, just in general, and I'm going to continue to light a couple fires just for you, Don. Okay, I'm sorry your kid has asthma, but if I want to light a fucking fire, I don't take my advice from you. My direction from Don the jeweler.
Just forget Don. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah.
He's like, when you're walking around and like you step in, you step on something. That's what Don's like. It's just something insignificant on the bottom of your shoe. Just very, very forgettable. Very, very forgettable. I thought you did great. I thought you did great on the show. And obviously you kind of jamming in the Portnoy thing and stuff didn't quite work. But
it didn't.
You have to say Kirk was really nice to you, really nice to Fax. Definitely. I mean, he's been so nice to everybody that goes in. Fax literally spat out some of the most boring dribble I've ever heard. Like, he literally, when Kirk asked him what the show was like, Fax literally took through Kirk what it was like meeting people, and actually he took saying hello to people, but Kirk just very much accepted it, had a bit of a laugh, so love it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like, he's dealing with a lot of low end talent. Let me tell you, there's no talent. He's making something out. He is very good in there with that stuff. Even if you're struggling, he kind of helps you along, which is, I mean, it is his show. I would hope he would do that, but I don't know.
And also just on other shitheads, Mikey Grab Bags is no way been a fan of the year. He released one good song, and since then he's been waving his arms around for attention on Twitter. Again, a no talent fucking loser that gets a little bit of oxygen and it goes to their head. Honestly, Mikey, get fucked. Honestly, that's what I'm saying. You, Don, a few of you just go into a room and just gas yourselves. That would be good. Just all together, one big fucking death camp.
Yeah, he's. I don't know. I don't get the big ordeal with Mikey Grabbag. I don't get it. He's decent on Twitter, but he's never been on a show or done anything. I never heard the guy.
Another loser. Another loser likes to throw stones. So I'm going to throw stones back at you. You're all fucking losers.
Yeah. So in the Aussie Minish show has been excellent. Excellent. I told Jackson that.
I don't really want them to kill themselves. I mean, it will be really funny. Good. It will be funny. Like, it will be objectively funny. Like,
so the only people that like me in the world are the Aussies. So I mean, I'm gonna
look here. We've got Elsa here. Keep my husband's name out of your damn mouth. Now we've got burners on YouTube. Elsa, send me some nudes, please. I know you like to send them around to all the other Minna fans and just blokes in general. So send some to me. I'd love to see them.
Yeah, I don't see. This is what I mean. Like, this is the kind of stuff that's like, if it really is her, I want no part of this. But in the other respect is like, if you're gonna go out there and put content out, you're out.
She's jumping in the chat, mate. There's no way Ford has married that girl. There's no way. Ford's wife is some sweet, quiet, dumb woman that is not on Twitter. He's not on YouTube. She can't be fucking too smart if she's married Pat. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. I mean, from what I've seen, he doesn't have much of. I think he's taking estrogen shots or something, because it's just not. It just, something is off with this guy. Again, we saw his birthday tweet to Carrick. It was like unhinged, and I think maybe. I feel kind of bad. Maybe it's time to, take a little step back and see what's going on with you, man. Because if you're reacting like this, it's a scary sign for the future. But I don't have too much more.
Well, I actually just saw you on and jumped in the back. So
yeah,
I'll let you wrap it up. See you guys.
Good night. All right, we'll go to the chat. Couple of them. Mikey. You might be right. You may be right. Possibly. You just don't do anything for me. I don't know what else to tell you. You seem like a nice enough guy, but it's not. What the fuck have you done? You've put out a couple shitty songs. and you're decent on Twitter. I mean, I don't know. That's what you've done. So what? It's okay. I've done nothing on Twitter. I've been on a show a couple of times when I go on the network. We're not much different. Just have a different way of going about it. The difference is I understand the show and you fucking don't. That's the difference. That's the difference. Going into a show and stirring shit up is part of the fucking show. You're saying family's off limits. You must have laughed at other times when people's family came up, right? It was nothing to it. Nothing. The point I was actually trying to make in the whole thing in general was just to say that he has a kid and he's been asking for the kid, and the kid, he should probably bring the kid in. Seemed pretty, I don't know what the word is for it. Obnoxious? Is that the word? Definitely not the word. Pretty benign. Nothing crazy. I think the reaction to it was what was crazy about it. The reaction was nuts. Unhinged from a guy who understands his show better than anybody. Better than fucking anybody. And to come out and have that reaction was shocking. I'm just saying, it's something need to show up at the studio tomorrow. Possibly, something has to show up. A gift, maybe something. A sorry card. What can we send there to help out Pat? We need something for him. We need to rub his back, make him feel okay. It's not that big a deal, guys. It's a show. It's a comedy show where nobody died, nobody was hurt, nobody got affected by it at all. It's a fucking show. So it is what it is. I hope Freddy's show is going great. I'm sure it was fucking fantastic. You fucking snake. Going on the wrong network. It's up to you, Freddy. You kind of are an asshole. So am I. That's why I did this. Just to be a fucking asshole. Yes, that's why I did it. I'm a petty motherfucker. I think you should respect that people have helped you and put you on shows and done right by you. You don't want to do it? That's up to you. That's fine. But I'm going to say something about it. The Minifan Network is catching a little steam here. I got some decent shows you could have added. You could have been part of it. Couldn't you have? No, yeah, you fucking went your own fucking route. And that other fucking shitty network with those other guys. That's fine. Anyway, I got much more to say. I want to say this. Thank you. If you're struggling out there with overreaction-itis, there's ways to cure that. You can fucking just go to sleep and wake up and be normal again. Not that hard. You have to get in the middle of it and make a big deal of nothing. Maybe you got to look inward and say, like, what have I done that I feel this way, that this little shit that this guy just talked about actually bothers me? That's what I don't get. So anyway, I'm a fan of the guy. I hope he, can get past it. If not, you can unfollow me. I don't give a fuck. Unfollow me. Don't talk to me. I won't do any content with you. I'm still going to talk about you. I'm not going to bring up anything to do with that other stuff because now I know a little joke you can't handle. And I get that now. I totally understand now that on a comedy podcast, we can't try to make a fucking joke. Now I know. Now I fucking know that we can't do that. So at least I know. So I won't bring up your name anymore. If anybody else doesn't want it, let me know. I won't bring up your name. I won't go into it. I'll just we'll just talk about nothing and not bust balls with anybody. No fucking problem. No problem. Fuck out of here. Fucking idiot.